like your beanie. I like your flannel, your shirt. Your shirt. How did this make you feel when I said that?
It felt good.
See, I can live for 3 months on a good compliment. Hearing someone tell you about something that was nice really kind of motivates you to perform better and view yourself in a better way, where you put yourself out there more often. There's a few experiences that I had. I used to work at Pollo Loco, and it was a fast food, fast-paced sort of environment. And there was a customer, a regular, I guess, that always comes in and asks for like a very crazy salad order with a bunch of sour cream. A lot of my coworkers were saying, I don't even want to take his order. And so I was like, oh, I got this, I'm down. Like, I've never met this person before, so I'll try to get their order as best as I possibly can. And charged them right, got his order right, and then at the end he said, you're the first person to ever get my order right, so thank you so much. And I was just like, good, that I was doing my job, so it felt good. And that's one example. My second example is when I'm working on an art piece in class. My professor walks around and he'll kind of give you information or like how your technique with your brush strokes are doing, how they complement it. And hearing him say some of the glass pieces that I've worked on look very similar to what I'm actually doing. It feels good, and then you also want to keep pursuing, like, how do I make this more realistic? How do I sort of make everything better? Because hearing that he had caught on to my technique, I really wanted to pursue and keep going. So that's why I agree with the statement. I can live on a good compliment for 3 months because it makes you feel good, it makes you feel motivated and wanting to do things, make it easier.
I thought the audience survey with the little kind of compliments that you're tossing in worked pretty well, and you tie it into the topic effectively. You get to the point, and you do a good job telling us that you kind of agree with this. I do think that your first example is the one that's got a little bit of detail to it that people can kind of relate to, that you got something right that other people didn't even try or didn't want to be able to do, and you got a compliment on that, and that made you feel good about yourself as an employee doing your job well in that particular circumstance. I think that that's a good story that illustrates that point. The second one with the art instructor is a little bit ambiguous. And I think part of it is because you give us only partial detail. You're not giving us a more complete story, and you're not reminding us that the point of this was that you improved as a result of the compliment, or that you tried harder, or that you saw something, some potential there that didn't exist until that compliment came along. Otherwise, it's just an anecdote. You want to make sure that you relate it back to the point that you were trying to make. Delivery issues, your voice is calm, but maybe a little too calm. I think you need to kind of perk the energy level up at times. You do sound, your voice drops out in a few spots as you're making transitions from the introduction to the main body of the speech, for instance, and also at the end of the speech, you have a tendency to kind of drop your voice. That loses some of the control and influence that you're going to have. You do look up quite a bit out in the direction of the audience, but I always got the impression that you were kind of looking at our chests or our, in front of us rather than looking at people. Maybe other people got more eye contact than I did, but every time I looked up and you were kind of looking in this direction, like I said, it felt like you were looking in my direction, but not really at me. And that's probably just, one of those things you're thinking to yourself instead of connecting with the audience. And thinking to yourself is important. You've got to make sure that you have something to say, but you need to be a little bit more efficient with the audience connection. Gestures are a little limited, but there are a few indicators here and there. And like I said, your energy level drops off in a couple of spots, and you want to be careful about that. Thank you.